That was pretty good. Was it good for you? It was good for me.
No, you say it's good for you every single time, but man, I never finish.
It's amazing
Never.
for me. I know, I've heard you've never finished.
Not even once. And this is even including masturbation, so.
I know, you're from Finland, and they don't even let you finish.
That's the worst part about it, honestly. I really wish I could just finish.
Welcome back to the podcast, folks. Welcome back to Chiefin. We keep it Chiefin. I'm joined by my cohort as per usual, Daniel. Daniel,
What's Chiefin, my dudes?
How would you describe the last 6 months in 2 words?
In 2 words, the last 6 months, I would say ass turd. Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, I feel like that encapsulates all 6 months right there. Just ass turd.
I'll say shit show, clusterfuck.
So whatever it is to describe it, it has to do with poop, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be an expletive.
It can't be like, not bad.
Not bad. I know, that's so weird. And like the 6 months before that, I probably would have been like, yeah, fine, pretty good. But it's like, you don't remember the goods once you have the bads. You know what I mean? It's what love songs taught me.
Dude, I did an internship my last year in college, and I will tell you right now, these 6 months were way worse than that. I'd rather do that internship again.
Oh, I forgot. You hated that.
You know how miserable I was in that internship. It was horrible.
Yeah, I totally forgot you had that. That thing... Oh, well, that company's gone under. Dude,
they're totally toast. There's no way that they're still in the black.
That's so bad.
But one of the guys, we stayed up like all night doing this one project that she didn't give us like good directions on how to do it. So we had no idea what we were doing. So we stayed up the whole night just like, okay, fuck it, whatever, who cares? Let's just give her this finished product, what we think is what she wants, right? And while we're doing the project, he goes, so how do you like the internship? I'm like, well, it's not great. I don't like it at all. And he's like, yeah, I'm not saying I'm suicidal, but like if I got in a car accident or I saw a car coming, I probably wouldn't swerve out of the way.
Jeez.
It's like, don't ever start a conversation with, hey, I'm not suicidal, but... You're like, okay, yeah, you sound really happy.
And then you spent the rest of the night on the phone with that guy. Making sure that
yeah,
he was
luckily
okay.
it was face to face. So I'm like, are you
okay?
You want to go get some food, dude? Like, is everything all right? You want some
Jeez,
candy?
You did that face to face? Poor dude.
Yeah. I was like, let's get those serotonin levels up, dude. This is not good.
Yeah, man. Nothing like preparing you for the real world of depression, like a internship that makes you want to off yourself.
No, not directly. He wouldn't do it himself, he said. He wouldn't kill himself, but if the opportunity was presented to him where he would die, he wouldn't avoid the situation.
I mean, elaborate.
Like, okay, let's say
you
a
see
robber.
a falling piano walking in your direction, or you're walking in the direction of a falling piano and have the option to avoid it. I still feel like that's suicide.
Or no, okay, let's say he's not walking, but he's standing there, and then the piano falls off. Sorry. And then the piano falls off the building and then hits, like it's about to fall on him. He would not move out of the way. He'd just be like, well, this is my fate. This is it. Game over.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's considered suicide or if it's just considered accepting your fate.
No, I don't think that's suicide, because then the person that dropped the piano would still be culpable for murder.
Yeah.
Murder. There's been a murder in Savannah.
There has been a murder, and you are a suspect.
This is back-to-back weeks. I just realized on last week's episode, you guys heard last week, we mentioned Regis Philbin eerily right before his passing.
Yeah.
I was just
that was actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. That was a weird...
I was shocked.
Yeah, not like... I don't even know the dude. Like, he could have had I don't want to speak ill on him, but he could have had like a bad past, or like, I have no idea outside of who's ready to be a millionaire. That's all I know
it's
about
who
him.
Wants to be a millionaire.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who's ready to race to be a millionaire on Survivor?
This week. Yeah, Reed, we're going over time like 5 minutes, way too long. Can you shorten down that 10-minute intro you have?
Oh, fine. They're like, you know what? We'll just edit it, okay?
Guys, happy Friday. I hope you're enjoying your day. If you could be so kind as to go ahead and subscribe wherever you're listening to this now. Go check us out on socials. We're going to be coming out with some fresh, hot, so spicy. Sean Evans should be presenting these memes that we're about to be posting on our Instagram. They're that hot. They're hot ones, is what I'm alluding to. Go check us out at Chiefin Pod or Chiefin Podcast, wherever you browse the webs. I mean, I feel like we should hop on TikTok, dude. Is that a bad feeling?
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they do definitely have like privacy issues. They are like spying on you through the app,
dude. If anyone wants to know or see anything about me, I'm sure it's available
online. If you just type in someone's name and like their phone number or their address, no, not even their address. You just type in their name, and then you can find out like everything about them. Yeah,
dude. I truly believe there's going to be a point in time where everyone's internet history is going to be revealed. Like everyone, the Ashley Madison, the affair site that had a big leak a couple years ago, and it's like seeing all these celebrities who had Ashley Madison accounts. It was like, so crazy. What? The dude from Jersey Shore? What? All these people. I truly believe that there will be a point in time where everyone's internet history is going to be revealed, not just open, but like even incognito. I think there's going to be some breach at Google or Apple, I guess for Safari, where all these search histories are going to be revealed and then associated to IP addresses. And then you're going to be able to, I think it'll be accessible, and crazy people are going to pin it to people, because then they could say, oh, this IP address looked up this IP address is located here. The person that lives here is John Doe. I think that's how it's going to be pinned to people. But I truly believe that there's going to be this big breach and just revealing of internet search history. And I think about that all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
You're sitting there like waiting in line for McDonald's, and you're like, oh, fuck, man. I really should not have looked up centaur porn last night.
Then I'm at the cashier. They're like, have a good day. And I'm like, is it a good day? Is it good? You don't know what's coming, do you?
My search history, man. It's out there for everyone to see. Give it 10 years. I swear to God, man, you're going to find out exactly what kind of shit I was looking up. I'm so screwed.
I start reaching in my French fries. There's chips in here. Where's the chip?
You grab him by the shirt, pull him over the counter. You're like, listen, man, nobody's freaking safe anymore. My job's going to fire me. My wife's going to leave me. My dog's going to hate me.
Yeah, I genuinely think that's going to happen.
I mean, I don't think it's going to happen like you're saying. I think that it'll be like those... oh God, like the fappening stuff, how people's iCloud accounts got hacked.
That was so simple though. They weren't even hacked. I think it was just forgotten password. It's not. I don't believe it was some crazy hacking. I think people emulated. I get this all the time from AT&T. These scam emails where people emulate exactly what these services emails look like, and their pages to recover passwords. And they go, reset your password, and you click on it. It goes, what's your old password? What's your new password? And when they enter their old password, all of a sudden that person knows how to get into their shit. So I don't think it's like overly advanced hacking. It's just dumb user error.
Yeah, it's just them finding a way to trick you better.
Yep. I do.
It's like the Nigerian prince of today, though.
Kind of, yeah. Even that one's so like dumb. That's just acting. There's no.
Yeah, but now they have like some weird stuff where like they'll call and be like, "Hey, your grandpa, he's in the hospital.
Oh yeah,
and he's doing really bad."
Other way around.
But then you're like, dude, my he's dead. How could I?
Oh, really?
What?
They did it to my grandpa. This actually happened to my grandpa, and we didn't know for like months. And it happened to Logan's brother too, but their grandpa didn't fall for it, I guess.
Yeah, it happened to my grandpa too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did he fall for it?
I think he might have.
Yeah, I think my grandpa paid this dude like $2,000 or $5,000. It was like thousands of dollars because they said, "Oh, your grandson is in jail. He's in trouble right now." And then he said, "Oh, Bryce?" And then all of a sudden they're like, "Yes, Bryce is in jail." And so then they have a name and he thinks that they know who I am, type of thing. And they tell these old people, or they told him specifically, just make sure you don't tell anyone. So my grandpa was a G. He's keeping it secret from my parents, thinking that he's keeping me from getting in trouble. all along you just got swindled. And now it's like a weird thing for me because he probably thinks that I know that he did this, but I have no idea he did any of this. Like at all these holidays I'm seeing him at. So it's like he probably resents me so much. And I'm like, no.
He walks past you at every single gathering and he's like, so have a great holiday.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it's been pretty good. Why? He's like, oh, I don't know. I was just wondering if your work had you all locked up or I don't know. I just asking a question.
Yeah, I think it's crazy in these areas of the world because I know it happens in India a lot, and I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos. I think I mentioned that on the podcast not too long ago. I went down this wormhole of people like cyber superheroes fighting scammers and basically just wasting their time and finding out how they scam people.
Oh, you mentioned that on the Duffy boat. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's great stuff. This guy named Jim Browning and a guy named Kit Bogda, they just clown these scammers. It's the simplest scamming ever.
That's so great, though, dude. Like, could you imagine getting those people back for scamming people? Like, if you scam old people, I'm sorry, but you are scum on this earth. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, how do you have and it's tons of these people, and it's in the majority of the ones in these videos are from India. So how is it just morally okay, just to go about doing this and then like go home at night to see your family, if these people have family or like your loved ones, just knowing that you're just scamming these people is insane to me. And it's not even big scams either. It's like they have to be doing a ton of them for it to make any difference.
How do you think that's okay? That's okay? Like you have, I don't know, don't you have like that conscience in the back of your head that says, hey, I probably shouldn't be doing this. This is kind of messed up.
Public service announcement. If you ever get an email that looks like it's from someone and you think that it's legitimate, but you're kind of sketched out a little bit about it, just check if you click into the details of emails, you can see the domain, like the website that the email was sent from. And if it's not the trusted apple.co or AT&T.com, if there's some weird extensions like AT&Tservices.com, it's most likely a scam. And you can just Google that domain or that URL and it'll likely pop up a bunch of scam alerts.
I got a question because I just recently got an email from Daniel Shaw.
Yourself?
No, from Daniel Shaw in South Dakota. This is the full email. Okay, here it is. Daniel Shaw in California. This is Daniel Shaw from South Dakota. I'm a 61-year-old mathematician or mathematics professor at South Dakota State University, and I stumbled upon your site. It looks like fun. I will try to watch some of your recent videos. There do not appear to be many of us Daniel Shaws in the world. Very few times in my life have met or even heard of someone with our last name. There is some chance, of course, that we are distantly related. Hope all is well in California. Stay safe. P.S. Your Porky the Pig imitation was very clever. Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only one answer for why he's reaching out to you. He's trying to get in your pants.
Sex.
Yep. He's
like, this is perfect because he's really self-centered, so he wants to be saying his own name during sex anyway. So he's like, Daniel Shaw. This is like the ideal situation for him, honestly.
Yeah, to him, he's an avid masturbator, so this is really just like taking it to the next level. Is doing yourself.
Yeah, this is just him cranking one out in a truck stop bathroom.
It's like a double Dutch rudder. There's nothing gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gay, man. You're not touching dicks except for your own.
Do it yourself. That's kind of cool. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, but I was shocked because my sister, I told her about it, and she's like, "Oh, I got an email like that too from a Hope Shaw somewhere else," and I'm like, "No, but they were like very specific about this. Like they told me."
Yeah, that's not just, hey, we have the same name. It's like a lot.
Yeah, it was like, oh, hey, we might be distantly related, but also nice Porky Pig imitation.
Yeah, like
which was
watch your stuff. Was that even the most recent?
That's an old one too. That's what's crazy.
That's
so like he went down the rabbit hole with that. But still, I'm not going to respond because I don't even know who that person is.
You should say thanks, man.
What am I going to say? Thanks, man. That's it.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope all is well. I guarantee you. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to email him back, and then we will check back next week with what he says.
You should email him back and say, your grandson's in trouble.
Your grandson's in trouble. Who is it? Is it Bryce? It's Bryce. Yes, exactly. It's Bryce Shaw.
Oh man,
this is perfect. I mean, I don't see how this could go wrong.
Yeah,
if it goes right, man, I could be coming into a substantial amount of money.
I don't know. He's a mathematician, so
yeah, he's a professor. He's a professor at a college, so maybe not.
Well, he's a professor at least.
Yeah.
In South Dakota. What fucking colleges are in South Dakota? Sorry, all 0 of our South Dakotan listeners.
Yeah, I actually Googled him too, and I mean, it came up as, you know, South Dakota math professor Daniel Shaw, but I'm like, still, that could be just someone Googled, and they're like, okay, this is the same name as this guy.
No,
let's email him with these.
Way.
Maybe? You don't know. I mean, dude, you think that people don't go into like or don't do the whole Nigerian prince thing anymore? No, dude, that was like back in the day, and they use this whole like long scheme to get someone to send you money. This is probably the same thing. This is like the new age shit.
I don't know. I think it's no. They go for old people because old people have no fucking clue what's going on. They don't go for.
I don't know. I think you're a little too trusting of people on the internet. Random people emailing you on the internet.
I think all our internet search history is going to be released one day. So be careful what you're looking up, because anything you look up, even incognito, one day is going to get tied back to you. I fucking guarantee it. There's no doubt. Dude, we're 20
but where is
years.
That information all stored?
We're 20 years into the internet.
No, more than that. I think the internet's been around since we were kids.
Bubble was the late 90s. Like
Oh really? I thought it was like in the beginning of the beginning of the 90s. I think
like the original internet, the ARPANET, which was like a military project, was like earlier in the 80s probably. But when the internet became a thing, it was late 90s. We're older than the internet.
Wow, that's crazy to think about.
Maybe we'll be dead, and maybe our grandchildren will just be like, "What the fuck were our grandfathers looking up, dude? What the hell?"
Dude, it's gonna be like
Hitler's sex dolls. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was actually one of my friggin' things on my search history. That's embarrassing. But one of the things that is gonna be kind of crazy later on in life is eventually someone's going to be like, dude, this such and such person is older than the internet. Like, they're going to look up, let's say, Zac Efron, and they'll be like, dude, Zac Efron is older than the internet.
Yeah.
Like, just like Betty White. Betty White is technically older than sliced bread.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be the same kind of thing, but just new age stuff.
That's crazy just thinking about old people. Like, people to us that aren't that old, but to our kids, like, Adam Sandler is going to be old.
He is old already.
He's like in his 50s. That's not so old.
Is he really? I thought he was like 60s.
No way. All right, what do you guess? What's your final guess?
I'm going to say 60. Just 60.
I'd say 56.
Yeah, I figure you're going to do that. That's why I said 60 rather than like 63, which I really think is what his age is.
Okay, well, I really think his age is 54. 53. So I was fucking right.
Wow. That was pretty good.
He's just not a Hollywood guy. He doesn't really care about taking care of himself. Kind of like Bill Murray. How old do you think Bill Murray is? Like, no plastic surgeon, let all his hair go white. How old do you think he is?
Bill Murray is for sure 71.
I was going to say 67. 69. So we split the difference. No, you weren't.
No. You said, what'd you say?
67.
Oh.
I respect that.
Wait.
I respect that. Just fucking letting it go.
I mean, he doesn't look bad, though. He just has gray hair.
He looks bad.
He doesn't look bad, no. You saw him in Zombieland 1.
All right, let me look up other actors that are 69 to prove to you like what Hollywood can do to people when they're old.
I mean, if you have the money, yeah, you can make yourself look amazing at any age.
69-year-old. 69ing old actors? What's my grandpa looking up?
Don't look at that. Dude, your search history is going to be off the chain.
Like Jeff Bridges is 69. He looks a lot better. Bruce Willis is 69. Denzel Washington is 65.
Bruce Willis, he's had some work done, though.
Why are they showing me just... I want 69.
Bruce Willis has had a lot of work done, though.
Jeff Bridges is 70. He looks great.
Jeff Bridges is 70?
I think that's a beard. You just got to have a beard to hide everything, dude. That's how I live my life.
That's a great motto.
Hide.
Yeah, hide everything.
Oh, man. How's your week been, dude? I guess it's kind of early. It's only Tuesday.
I can tell you how my weekend was. My weekend was pretty fun. I went on that hike and then had a pool day. And then the next day, we went to the park, skated around there, and then went swimming. And then I drank like 12 beers and took a nap.
That sounds glorious.
I feel like that's like, that equates to the 5 miles and the pool, like swimming back and forth. I feel like that's a good ratio. 12 beers for 2 days of working out.
Yeah, it's called a beer well deserved.
12 beers well deserved.
12 beers well deserved. Nice, dude. I was out in San Diego this weekend.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was cool. It was a spontaneous little trip away. It was kind of like working a ton, and it's always, Logan and I like taking a bunch of little trips like this just to like reconnect and rekindle that spark. It's always fun. I love going on adventures with her. So we were down there. It was pretty cool, except for the fact that everything closes at 10 p.m. It was fucking horrible.
In Palm Springs, right?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Just because like restaurants have some kind of like curfew to where they can serve food or something for coronavirus, I think. I don't know. But you can't get a drink or like food anywhere after 10.
That's how it is in Palm Springs as well. It's like an old person town and everything closes at 10, or like actually maybe even earlier than that.
Now,
we drove in there one time at like 9:30 and I was like, oh man, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to get some food. And they're like, well, let's go to the hotel room, drop off all of our stuff, and then we'll go get the food. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then we did that and I'm like, everything closes at 10, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, they actually have noise ordinances too, which is annoying.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, and the hotels are kind of strange too. It's like there's every corner there's hand sanitizer. You gotta have masks on at all times, and then
I'm shocked that hotels are even open right now.
I know, I was surprised
available.
too. And then only one party in a elevator at a time was a new thing I haven't heard of or seen before. Yeah.
So like, just if you have, you and Logan, you guys can go together?
Yep.
Okay.
It was cool. We were staying across the street from a comedy club, and it was interesting. It's the first time I've seen this. There was an outside comedy show where they lined up a bunch of chairs outside and they had comedians like doing stand-up.
Dude, that's rad.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And it is paid, right? But like we were right across the street, so we got to see some of the show, which was cool.
You're like, okay, turn on your microphone and crank the volume on it.
A little louder.
I saw you guys went out there. Like, you guys went on a hike, right?
Oh yeah, we met up with my buddy who I work with, and he lives out there. And we went to this town called I forgot its name. It's by San Diego. It's like a person's name. Well, not gonna remember it. Really cool town. Really cool hikes around there, and then we went to some brewery afterwards, so that was nice. Damn, I can't believe I can't remember the name.
I cannot wait till the breweries open again, so I can just go to a brewery and have a nice lager or like a stout or something that they made.
Some are,
and
dude.
Play cornhole.
You just have to get food.
But I want cornhole too.
Yeah,
I want to play games.
Let you. I wonder if Brewery X is open. We should check that out because that's a big area inside of there. I guess there's not outside, so probably not.
Same with Golden Road. Golden Road's like primarily outside. We should check that out.
Yeah, it's a good idea actually. Dude, I cannot wait. None of you know what we have planned on Friday, but I cannot wait for the Megalodon.
Dude, Friday's
on
gonna
Friday.
be so great. Okay, I did the math though. I'm off at 6. If it's gonna take 5 to 6 hours, we're not gonna be done till like midnight.
It's not gonna take 6 hours. It'll take 35 to 45 minutes to record. It'll take 2.5 to watch, right? There's no way that's more than 2.5, is it?
It's 2.5. You're right. No, you're right.
Okay, so that's we'll say that's 3.5 hours right there, and then another 35 to 45 to record. That's 4. And then we'll just add on an extra hour for 5.
So yeah, 5. That's what I'm saying. Like 5 hours. We're gonna be done at like midnight.
I mean, we could try to crank out the pod episode midday if you want before you go to work.
I go to work at 1.
Yeah, why don't we try to crank it out like at 12?
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I like that because then we don't have to like rush, and we're like fresh for everything.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Tomatalk. We didn't really get into a whole lot outside of internet privacy and scamming. Did you have anything else you want to talk about, dude?
Why does chili mean cold, but also standing for something that's hot? Really frustrates me.
Yeah, are they spelled the same? Is there 2 L's?
I don't know. See, I don't know if like chili is, with like beans and meat and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a chili pepper. I don't know if that's spelled with 2 L's.
Yeah, I don't know. The English language, I feel like, is not good. It's easy for us, but I feel like it's like just makes no sense. It is unapologetic.
No, it's not. It's not well thought out at all. I feel like we just developed it and we're like, listen, man, there's 3 theirs. They're all spelled differently, but they sound the exact same.
Yeah,
there's
all right,
3
let's
twos,
go.
same thing. And a lot of words look like they're gonna sound the same, but you're fucking wrong, dude. They don't sound anything alike. Oh my God. When I was at work today, we were playing charades with the kids, and one of the kids, the word that he wanted to do was the ground. He wanted to do ground, right? So I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna do that with like, how are you gonna charade that to someone? Because they don't know like the whole like 2 syllables or 1 syllable thing, you know, or sounds like they just act it out. So if they want to do cheetah, they get on all 4s and they just sprint on the classroom floor like they're a cheetah. So this one kid's trying to do ground, right? And after a while, I'm like, okay, I'll give you a hint. And I like put my foot down and I like stomped it a little bit. They're like, stomp, stamp, stand. I'm like, no. Like, what is this? And the guy's like, oh, is he a rug? I'm like, oh, you're close. You're very close. And they're like, is it carpet? I'm like, no. Okay, I'll just tell you what it was. It's ground. And then one of the kids was like, dinosaur. Is it dinosaur? Is it dinosaur? I'm like, no, I just told you, it's ground. And he's like, concrete. I'm like, no.
Sure it's not dinosaur?
I'm like, it's ground. The word is ground. He guessed like 6 different things. He's like, shoes, socks. Hang on. I almost had this, Mr. Shaw. Hang on. I'm like, dude, the word is ground.
They just go, yeah, okay, and you can go outside now.
Yeah, I'm like, and everyone, I think it's time to play dodgeball.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, one of the kids, they're talking about swimming, and one of the kids is like, yeah, I have swimming lessons every Wednesday and Friday. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. How long have you been doing it for? They're like, oh, I've been doing it for a year. I'm like, are you a good swimmer? They're like, yeah, I'm really good. And then this one kid, he goes, I've been doing swim lessons for 2 years, and I do not know how to swim. I'm like, is your instructor bad? He's like, no, I just don't understand swimming.
No, this one's on me for sure.
He's like, no, believe me, I'm dumb, okay? I cannot figure out how to move my arms and legs in that way.
Yeah, the instructor said you get a free year if you can't figure it out in a year. I'm on my free one. I'm about to get a second free year.
Yeah, I'm close to that second year resubscribe.
I'm lapping this shit.
Dude, Hope still doesn't know how to swim. She doggy paddles everywhere.
I thought she goes to the beach a lot.
Yeah, she still doggy paddles though. It's embarrassing.
It's like
it really
dangerous. Is. She like if she like gets caught in the tide, she doggy paddles.
Well, okay, so when we were, I want to say in like 7th or 8th grade, Gordon, he broke his arm, and so he had a waterproof cast, and I was out there. This is also, this is when it was 8th grade because I was training for swim. I remember that now. And so I brought, I made sure I wore a Speedo. That way I wouldn't have like super white legs my first day of swim. Mm-hmm. So I'm out there in a Speedo, and Gordon's out there with a broken arm. My cousin's out there. Hope's out there. All of a sudden this lifeguard swims out to where we are, and gives Hope the like little buoy thing that he's carrying. And he's like, here, hold on to that. Now, mind you, he sees my other cousin there, who was younger than Hope. He sees Gordon with a broken arm, and he sees me, and he's like, no, this girl needs this shit. She is struggling right now. Ma'am. Like, you need, he's like, here, take the board. Come on, let's go.
This isn't gonna end
my
well.
Other cousin's like 5 years younger.
What
so
the
like
hell?
at this point, she was like maybe a 5th grader or a 6th grader, and she's like, no, Hope, you need this more than anybody else right now, okay?
That's so funny.
All right, guys, we've been treading water for long enough. This Tomatalk is coming to a close. If you could like, subscribe, share with your friends, or again, we said it before, play it for your dogs when you leave the house, all right? We are very dog friendly, and they would really appreciate it.
Very dog friendly, okay? All shapes, sizes.
Don't say that. Don't say it like that.
If you
check his IP address and check
could-
his search history, man. Because I'm telling you, some weird
If
shit.
you could see my eyes right now, we're very friendly.
Yeah, we make sure to bring our own jars of peanut butter.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. We will see you next week.
Keep it chiefin'.
Chiefin.